Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass meet friction and the ramp decides the results. We'll say ramps because now we have two in action. We've got the short form drag strip and we have the 164 scale quarter mile drag strip. So hopefully you're subscribed because we have a lot of stuff cooking here in the lab. But first, we're at, last I looked, 59 subscribers. When we hit 66, I'm giving away the brand new, unopened Hot Wheels Silver Series Batmobile box set. With these items, I've talked about this before. I check out the video we did with the 1966 model Batmobile. We had four different versions from four different lines, and which included Faster Than Ever, the Silver Series. I have another box, so this Silver Series here is the unopened one, but the other box I used for that particular testing, and then two other lines, we'll say both all from Hot Wheels. Anyway, it was pretty interesting, and you might be surprised by the difference between the Silver Series and the Faster Than Ever. Okay, so that's enough about that. So you know what? I actually have to go check on something that might be relevant to this video. So if you will hang with me, we were going to do, I was going to kind of push all of the stuff into one video today, and I realized it's going to be a little bit long and make it, I don't want the information to get muddled. So I'll be right back. Sit tight, grab a snack, maybe like get a beverage, hit the restroom. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, hope everybody's back. All right. Oh, I'm out? No? Okay. So I'm glad I took that minute because a nice little delicious morsel arrived while I was talking just a second ago. So we'll get into this. Again, like I said, I was originally going to do one video, but just so much information here. This has got to be a video of its own because to me it's pretty exciting, and I hope for you, my fellow diecaster blasters out there, many of you will find this to be pretty cool. I know a lot of people pretty much gravitate to like Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, and there's a couple other brands that I see pretty regularly. But I'm about to maybe blow some of y'all's minds because there are a lot more brands out there, even more than I thought were out there than when I started this. So we're about to go over we're going to talk about the new brands so far that have arrived in the lab, and I will do the show and tell on those, as well as the look at that, as well as, see, gotta, you know what, if I can't, if I can't do it myself, I gotta do it myself. Okay, so I said this before, I'll say it again. We're flying without a net. I don't ever use like a script. I don't like it. It is what it is. Every once in a while, I might buff something out, but usually you get what you get. That's where you are with me. So here we go. Let's talk about what arrived into the lab over the last few days. We're gonna start with, hopefully I don't butcher these names and the way these are pronounced. We'll start with Siku. These are two vehicles from, oops, there we go. That will be tested eventually. I'm just going to show these to you. These are backwards, but that's okay. Metal and plastic parts. Siku is from Germany, and that is Lüdenscheid. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but Germany. Next is Schuco, which is also from Germany, Nuremberg originally. Apparently, when I was looking this up, they're very big on accuracy, details, and that kind of thing. Okay, so I just have one so far from them. This looks like a special edition. Let's see. The next up in the lab we have is a Super 9 from Hong Kong. Now, as I was doing research, sometimes it's Hong Kong and China, but I'm going based on where like their headquarters is, based on what I could find. So here we got a Renault from Hong Kong. This is the Super 9 vehicle. Okay, next on the list we have Pop Race, which is also Hong Kong. So I've got a couple of these bad boys. So there's one, there's the other. How about we do this way? There we go. So you can see. Okay. Then Tomica, which I know I've heard other content creators talk about this too. And this is one of the ones I've mentioned before, is Tomica, which is from Japan. And these are, well, here we go. Let me try to get these oriented for you so you can see them. Okay. So these are the two that I got from here. Okay. So that's Japan. We've got the next up, we have Bburago. Now, Bburago was originally Italian, but I guess they were bought out a while back, and they're now in Hong Kong slash, I guess they're part China, Hong Kong. That's sort of the thing. So this is here are a couple of vehicles from here that we're going to check out in the lab down the road. Okay. Now, what's interesting is these were sold as like 1/64 scale online. These feel like they might be a little bit small, but hey, we'll find out. We'll deal with that later. But they look pretty good in box. I haven't opened any of these yet. We'll do the unboxing when it comes time, like we normally do with the when we start their testing. Next in line is mini cars. Where did I put my mini cars? All right, somebody help me. Oh, they're right here in front of me. This came in as a 6-pack. So here we go, mini cars. This came in together, shipped kind of like this. Mini cars is from Hong Kong also. Then we have Corgi. Now, Corgi is from the UK. This says 1/64. These these are pretty hefty. I was hoping to use these when I do my emergency vehicle tests kind of thing, when I do the next batch, but I honestly don't know if these are going to fit on the tracks, because they're pretty big. They're 1/64 scale. I guess when you do look at a big fire engine ladder truck compared to cars, they are much bigger. But we're going to have them in here at least to take a look at. But these were the only 1/64 scaled ones I could find so far from Corgi. Corgi usually does like the larger, and I know Corgi is a very well-known brand for collectibles in larger scale sizes, like 132 and 124 and that. So I did those back. Oh, and then what had just arrived from, well, I had to take a break, was something called Minichamps. Look, this thing to me is just, look at that color. This is from Minichamps, which is also from Germany. And it's also known for supposedly being super realistic in that. This thing in person looks amazing in box. I'm looking forward to running that one as well. So we have already in the lab that we've run. So this is 9 new brands to the lab. I think I have 2 or 3 more packages coming. So there may be some additional new brands coming, but this is what we have so far. And as we get new ones, I will continue to bring that up on the channel. But get this. I mean, we already had 8 brands. Okay. Already had 8 brands. 1, 2, 3. So we've got Hot Wheels from the US, Greenlight Hollywood from the US, ZURU, that's New Zealand / Hong Kong, Lionel Racing from the US, Mini GT, Hong Kong, Yewkou from China, M2 Machines from the US, Matchbox, which is actually considered British, even though it's under Mattel. Like a while back, I guess it came under Mattel's thing, but I guess it's still considered British. So this makes a total of 17 brands across 7 countries in the lab so far. I'm telling you, I am really enjoying this process and learning about these cars. I hope you are too. Hope you're subscribed so you can see as we continue to unveil these. We're going to do unboxings down the road of these cars. Hopefully you're subscribed. Hope you like the videos. But we're going to, as we continue, all these new cars will, like with the other cars that have been run, we'll start out on the short form drag strip down the road. But we're going to start plowing cars through the 1/64 scale quarter-mile drag strip as well. So there we go. Next 4 cars up on the drag strip. We're going to start that in a little bit. But any questions about these vehicles, obviously, let me know. Any questions about these countries of origin, let me know. Any updates, any recommendations, all of that stuff, please let me know. Okay, so there it is. We're not going to do a moment of glory today. Well, actually, I will probably take a shot of all these together, kind of like I've done in the past when we've done show and tell. I think I'll do that. I'll arrange that. We'll do a little bit of a still, and then we'll have the tacked on here to the end of the at the end of the video. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you're subscribed. If not, please do, because we're going to do this anyway. Might as well have some fun with me. It's 164 scale happiness, right? 164 scale diecast happiness for my fellow diecaster blasters. I'm Strick with Peak Speed Lab 164, the place where gravity and mass meet friction and the ramps decide the results. Hopefully we'll see you again. Thanks for joining me. All right. Cheers. Something else I wanted to mention, because pretty much all of these I ended up purchasing through Amazon. The Corgis I got through eBay. These cars, the prices of the cars ranged anywhere from like a few bucks to, 50 bucks. I don't remember what was what. If anybody wants to know about the pricing, I'll be happy to look it up. But that was kind of the range of what we had. Because for me, I really wanted to I want to get as many brands through the lab here as possible, and then we'll see how they all run through the different tracks. Okay, so there we go. That is my interjection, not my conjunction junction. What's your function? Okay, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm out. See ya.